One of the brilliant things about these is that you can stick the wheels on and move them anywhere you like. Now we're going to do some serious hedge trimming. This is where it actually counts. Making a perfect, an absolutely perfect show hedge. And in order to be able to do that, you need to spend time. And in order to be able to spend time on a hedge like this, it's 9 feet tall, but we're going to make it like immaculate. You need to be confident that your platform is completely safe and relaxing. Now I need to climb up here a little bit and take my clip off so I can get on. Now we've got a U hedge, and there are a number of things that we need to be able to do to this U hedge to make it secure, to make it square and perfect and absolutely pristine. And I always think, particularly if you want to be proud of your hedges, you need to take time. Now I don't know if you can see this. I've got a line, and this line is very important. It's set a couple of inches above the top, and I'm going to cut underneath it, and it's going to give me a perfect level for when I'm making the top of my hedge absolutely flat. Now we're under a gorgeous old willow tree, and on the top, the wind over the years have dropped all of the rubbish on the top of the tree, so we need to be able to clear all of this stuff away so that it doesn't continue to rot into the hedge. In actual fact, blackbirds take things inside as well and make nests. Now, I don't know if you notice this, but when I'm removing, as I move this, can you see it's wobbling? Okay, the whole thing's alive, but inside it's just like a whole lot of springs, which makes the hedge work, in fact, because when the wind blows on this, all of the energy is absorbed by the springiness of the hedge. And I don't know if you can see behind me the lovely flowers, the fantastic beds that we've got here. They love this hedge because this keeps them even tempered, without being blown away, without having the ravages of wind and weather. So these hedges are really important, but when you've got a gorgeous border like that, you need a gorgeous hedge to go with it. So let's start to clip. I'm using as a guide my line, so that all that we do is we trim off the top bits. And I like to tend to work in little boxes, so that I know I've got the whole thing done for that piece. Okay, so I've done my little box more or less, and now I'm going underneath the line, using the line as a guide. And when I've done my little box, it's up to you how big you make your box. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but then you need to take off all your clippings. And again, that's a really important thing. And it also picks up some of the bits of hedge that were lying flat and that you perhaps have missed, because this has got to be perfect. So, having trimmed my little box here, my little area, take out some of this dead stuff too, if you can. Having trimmed that, we need to think about the edges, and all that I'm going to do is trim off at 45 degrees the whole of the edge. And where you come to a bit that's been dug in before, then you leave that, so it will catch up. What happens is, first of all, there are two things. First of all, the bits of trimmings we've actually trimmed off. I'm going to cut a piece now and show you. We've trimmed off the edge, the top edge of the plant. Now, in the top edge of the plant, the very end of it produces hormones that makes the hedge what it is. Once you've cut that off, the plant is now starved of hormones from that little bit, and the rest of it now will think, something's happening, we're being eaten by something, we better grow more. And so all of the other buds below are now beginning to think about dividing up, and the hedge will become thicker and stronger because of it. So you're clipping, you're not actually causing the hedge a problem, you're just basically encouraging it to grow more, grow bushier. And then if you happen to take a place where you've taken some light out, so you've got a hole there and then light can get inside there now, this will produce more leaves in that particular area. So by trimming it, you've not only created a mass flow of hormones, you've actually created the opportunity for the hedge to grow thicker and stronger. Now, a good hedge makes for a good garden, and if you've got a good hedge, why not make it perfect?